If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, what up? How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all weekend's been going good so far, man. It is Saturday, top of the afternoon. It is cloudy in Minnesota, but it's still a good day, man. I hope y'all woke up on the right side of the bed. Hope y'all got positive energy right now, good energy. Hope y'all passing it along, man. I hope y'all doing well, achieving every goal, getting to the money. Keeping that green mind state, of course. What's up, Green Room? Everybody that's in here already, man. Dewan Isaacs, Ben Slim, Dooster, and Landa. I don't know how to say that, sorry. Brim Dog in the building, Area Allen, Sharon, the Don. Hey, that is a GMS beat, by the way. Look, man, I start every episode out with positive energy and good vibes because I really mean that. I really mean it. And I really be hoping that y'all do that, because there's a lot of evil in this world. Shout out to you from Amsterdam. Look, man, there are some evil people in this world, right? What's good, Sanaa? And you never know who it is that will hurt you the most. Sometimes it could be your friends, it could be a stranger. A lot of times it ends up being the people closest to you. And this is just another extremely sad case. See, I wasn't even, in the right space to do a show. I wasn't even going to do a show today. I was just going to let it ride for the weekend. But this story came across my eyes, and I was like, there's no way I can't put this out here and have this conversation, because, children really are, as cliche as it sounds, are the most precious humans on earth. We have to always take care of the children. We always have to help lead them in the right direction. That's why when people do sick things to children, or when they hurt children, it's never a good thing. And we've always had the cases that deal with kids being harmed by their own parents. And this right here was something that really fucked me up just reading. What up, Black Babel? This is what fucks me up, because this young girl, Neveah Allen, rest in peace, by the way. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and post her picture up here, man. Give me a second. Just give me a second. She deserves to be seen. She needs to be seen. Y'all got to understand what I mean when I say stuff like this shouldn't be happening. Look at this child and tell me, what excuse in the world would you have for harming this child in any way? So story goes, before I get to what actually happened, Louisiana police put out a missing child report. There was a missing child, and they said that a child had wandered away from her home after her mom went to work and left the child there with her boyfriend. First of all, you gotta be the most idiotic, low self-esteem, pitiful, non-loving yourself ass person to care. First of all, to care so much more about your relationship with somebody than your own kids. And what I mean by that is you can't leave your kids around everybody. Now, she didn't just leave her child with this guy and go to work. But we'll get to that in a second. What they said is that, according to police and to the statement that the boyfriend gave, is that the kid wandered away from the home. And they went and they did a search. Now, I'm going to take her off the screen for a second. This is her mother. And this is her mother's boyfriend. These two just kind of, I hate, and I'm never the one to judge a book by its cover, but it's just like, it's obvious. It's obvious. I ain't got to say it. But there was a missing persons report, and I'm going to read it off here. I put it up here so y'all can see it, but I'm going to read it off my phone. It says, Baton Rouge, the Louisiana State Police has issued a level 2 endangered missing child advisory on behalf of the Baton Rouge Police Department for a 2-year-old child that was reported missing from her residence in the Bel Air neighborhood of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The child was last seen by her stepfather this afternoon, September 24, 2021, when he took a nap at the residence at approximately 1 p.m. First of all, you have a 2-year-old, and you're there by yourself with a 2-year-old, and you decided to take a nap. You lazy, hoe-ass, bitch-ass dude. Look. I don't know about how anybody else feels about that, but if you have a child that's 1, 2, 3, 4, taking a nap with no parental advisory around you, that's just stupid in itself. But let's keep going. When the siblings arrived home from school at approximately 4:15 p.m., the apartment door was open and the child was missing. She is believed to be in imminent danger. Neveah Allen is a 2-year-old black female with black hair and brown eyes. She is approximately 33 inches tall and weighs about 30 pounds. She was last seen wearing a yellow dress with pineapples on and no shoes. Anyone with information about the whereabouts of Neveah Allen should immediately contact the Baton Rouge Police Department. And when that was going on, let me show you guys what her mom was doing. The news came. The news came to holler at the mom. Hey, we want to know what's going on. We heard your child is missing. Let's see what she has to say.
I don't know what could have happened. I don't know what went wrong. I wish I would have stayed home from work. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I know. This morning I woke up, me and Neveah went to the store. I had to be at work for 8:15. I brought her to the corner store with me. I got her some snacks, some apple juice. We came back home. I finished getting ready for work. Neveah, the little girl, my little boy, and her daddy brought me to work, and that's the last time I see my baby. The last time I seen my baby was before I went to work when I got dropped off. That's all. When I went to work, she had on her yellow dress with the pineapples on it, and she should have still had on that dress. I don't know.
Sounds like bullshit to me. Listen to that. What can y'all make of that? If y'all heard that without even knowing what y'all knowing now, if y'all would have heard that, y'all would have been looking at her like, first of all, I don't see no, this don't even, what? How did this make sense? And how did it get, how did people, I'm so confused. Breaking. Baton Rouge police are searching for a missing 2-year-old. Her name is Neveah Allen. Police say she wandered off from this apartment complex on West Louisiana Bell Avenue. Helicopters are out to help with the search. They had people searching around knowing damn well what happened to this child. And now I'm going to read to you what actually happened to this child, because hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to Twitter. Go back to here. So you guys can see what they talked about.
Yeah, good morning, Brandy. Well, those questions still remain unanswered as to how 2-year-old Neveah Allen died. And the coroner's office says further forensic studies are needed to determine that cause of death. Preliminary findings in her autopsy did not reveal how she died, but they did rule her death a homicide. On Friday, Neveah was reportedly in the care of Philip Gardner, the mother's live-in boyfriend. And according to the arrest affidavit for Gardner, he admitted that while Neveah was in his care, he found her unresponsive and lifeless. Police also say Gardner admitted to disposing of Allen's remains without notifying authorities. And on Sunday, Gardner alleged...
Do you hear that? Did y'all hear that? Let me go ahead and read this off to y'all, man. According to WBRZ TV, arrest documents show that Neveah was with her mother as Cardwell was getting ready for work. At some point, the 2-year-old picked up her mother's contact lenses, and Cardwell reportedly punched the child in the stomach, causing her to fall and strike her head on a cabinet. The documents then indicate that Cardwell picked up the child and was yelling at her. Gardner, Cardwell's boyfriend, told police that Neveah had a bruise on her forehead and that he then took Cardwell to work. And when he returned with Neveah, she laid down and wouldn't eat and became unresponsive. Gardner was apparently watching 2 other young children at the home at the time. The document said Gardner tried to revive Neveah but couldn't. He then put her body in a suitcase, drove the other 2 children with him to Mississippi, and buried her in the woods. The autopsy said Neveah had multiple bruises on her face and head, along with swelling in her brain. The coroner noted that the marks on her face resembled handprints along with bruises on her thighs and rear. The report also had the coroner noting that because she suffered brain trauma, it cannot be ruled out that the victim was still alive at the time that Gardner placed her in the suitcase and suffocated to death. Over the last several days, when we first received the call, it was our highest priority to bring Neveah home, Chief Paul said. It saddens me to have to stand here and hold a press conference to discuss the fact that this beautiful, innocent angel is no longer with us. Yeah. So, let's go back to the murderer and the murderee. This repugnant, no life, poverty-stricken blob of a woman decided to abuse her child over contact lenses. A 2-year-old who is curious about the things around them picked up contact lenses, and you punched a 2-year-old child in their stomach, causing her to fall back inevitably because she's 2 years old. And then hitting her head on the cabinet. Then the dumbass boyfriend ended up taking this repulsive, remedial ass bitch to work with a child that has head trauma. Continued on with a stupid, raggedy ass day. No life having ass human beings. Then came all the way back home with a 2-year-old child with head trauma and brought them back in the house. And when you noticed that the child wouldn't eat and was unresponsive, your stupid ass didn't go to the hospital. Instead, Mr. Remedial put a 2-year-old child in a suitcase and brought them all the way to Mississippi. And buried her. Then the mom had the nerve to act like she didn't know what the fuck happened. Horrible job, horrible acting job, by the way. They arrested the mom, they arrested the boyfriend, both for murder. And I hope that they get everything and more coming to them. That's right, more worried about getting arrested than saving her life. Could have he wasn't the one that punched the child. His girlfriend did. As soon as it happened, your stupid ass should have got your ass up and brought the child to the hospital. Negligent, no care in the world, evil. This is beyond any type of negative words I can even come up with. They have to die in prison. And I mean not just staying there their whole life. No, y'all gotta get the immediate injection. Something. It doesn't make any sense how this happened. And it fucks me up because we have a lot of stories like this. I can't even think about the other stories like this. I'm pretty sure y'all know about other stories about parents that did this shit to their kids and tried to play it off. There was, a matter of fact, there was a Netflix documentary about a guy who killed his wife and killed his kid. I don't know if it was multiple kids, but it was his wife and his kid, and he tried to play it off like he didn't know what the fuck happened. And then he ended up confessing, like, I don't know how much later. It's like, what drives people to harm I'm talking about a child, like a baby, 2 years old. How do you look yourself in the mirror? How do you function? How do you go through the day? How do you even try to even attempt to act? Like you don't know what the fuck happened when you were the one that did it. I promise you, man, these are the people that need to go inside, be in public, gym public, and have whatever it is that comes their way come their way. Look how stupid this dude looks. Look at him. Look at the stupidity on his face. That's somebody you can walk up and just look at him and know, hey, I do not want to fuck with this guy. I don't want to know who this is. I don't care to have a conversation with this guy. I already know something stupid is going to come out this nigga's mouth. If Remedial was a person, it don't make, look, let me go ahead and find this arrest video. Hold on, give me a second. She got arrested. Yep, there we go. There we go. Let's watch this raggedy heifer get taken off to jail. Freezer mom. I be wondering how that feels. How it feels to know that your life, I'm talking about your life is over. Your entire life is done for. You have no chance. There's no way that after you get into this van and go to prison that you are going home. You will never see the regular outside again. You realize that, like, I don't think people really understand that when it comes to their decisions when they do this stupid shit. You're going to have to go somewhere that you will never get out. Think about this. For those who have 9-to-5s, imagine if you went to work one day and then you found out that you couldn't leave. That alone is scary. That alone is scary. Just think about having to be at your job for the rest of your life. Let alone to know that you're about to go somewhere where your life is in a toss-up. Every single day that you spend in that cell, wherever you are, could potentially be hell. For the things that you did and the choices that you decided to make. This woman was, she's not even a woman. We can't even call her a woman. I'm sorry, she's not a woman at all. I'm not sorry. She's not a woman. This is not somebody you can consider a woman. This is an animal. Look at this. Look at this. Bent over on the car. Acting like what? Like what?
Neveah, The little girl, my little boy, and her daddy brought me to work, and that's the last time I see my baby.
Police are now searching around this apartment complex on LaBelle Avenue, hoping they can find this sweet and innocent girl.
I don't know what could have happened. I don't know what went wrong. I wish I would have stayed home from work. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I know.
A witness on the scene told us she saw the dad running out of his apartment.
Neveah.
You can tell that she was the type of girl that did this type of stuff to try to like
innocent girl.
make people feel bad for her back in the day. Like you could tell this is what she practiced. She practiced this her whole life, faking the cry, faking all that shit to get out of trouble, to get out of situations, to make people feel bad for her, to get some type of sympathy, to make people believe that she was actually distraught. You can tell that with people, man. If you pay attention to enough people in your lifetime and actually study mannerisms and how people move and what the things that they do when they either telling the truth or when they lying or when they unsure, you could tell.
What could have happened? I don't know what went wrong. I wish I would have stayed home from work.
Because look,
they can find.
Let me tell you something. If your 2-year-old went missing and you don't know what happened to her, it's a missing report. She's been gone for a week. No, this was the day she went missing. So you have no idea where your child is, your 2-year-old child. You mean to tell me your tears are going on and off? Pay attention to this. Let me show y'all this again. Let me tell y'all what she's doing right here. This is her thinking of things to say to try to make it look like she's distraught and that she doesn't know what happened. See, people who are really distraught, who are really in shambles, who are really fucked up over some shit, for one, the tears ain't finna stop. Your voice ain't finna stop shaking. You're not finna be clear-minded on what you're saying. You're not even gonna want to do a fucking interview. The way that she was, look how she's looking around as she's trying to talk about what she's saying because she's trying to think. Watch.
The little girl, my little boy, and her daddy brought me to work, and that's the last time I see my baby.
Police are now searching around this apartment complex on LaBelle Avenue.
Watch her mannerisms.
Hoping they can find the sweet and innocent girl.
I don't know what could have happened. I don't know what went wrong. I wish I would have stayed home from work. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I know.
A witness.
I don't know what could have happened. I don't know.
How did you go from?
I don't know what could have happened. I don't know.
She had to remember that, oh, I'm supposed to be in shock. Let me go back to the shaky voice.
What went wrong? I wish I would have stayed home from work. I don't know.
I can't. Look, man. You can't make this type of shit up. Charged with 2nd-degree murder for the death of her daughter. I don't know. Big question too. I gotta ask y'all a question, man. Chat. If this was your family member, if this was your sister or your cousin or your auntie or your mom or your somebody in your family, what is your position on this person now? How would you feel about this person? And at this point, we talking about family, so any answer is really, really technically acceptable. But I'm curious to know how y'all react. I'll let y'all know how I would react if it was my own family. What would you do if this was a family member of yours, somebody you were close with, and you found out that this was something that they did? You knew the child and everything, met the child. What would y'all do? I'm curious. because I just scrolled past a picture of her being embraced. I'm pretty sure it was by family members. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I'd be there embracing someone after finding out that they just killed my little cousin or my little sister. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandchild, my niece. You know what I mean? Jalen said, I'm snitching. Yeah. Like, if I knew that shit happened before the police got wind of it, and y'all just sitting around like nothing happened trying to save y'all ass from killing a 2-year-old child, oh, man. Where are the authorities? And I'm not sorry about it. Your ass is going under the jail. Like, we supposed to sit around and be cool with that shit, too. What the fuck? Simo said, disowned. You're out of the family. Chief said, I would remove them from family like Becky and them. Ariel said, I might have to kill somebody or beat the fuck out of you at the very least. Dewester said, nope, the day Neveah died, she died too. I don't give a fuck. Facts. Bassett said, there's nothing you could do but cut them off unless you in the same prison on the same yard. Coming to court as a character witness. Goddamn right. He said, what I would do is not legal. See, I know a lot of motherfuckers would go to the extreme, too. Lovelace said, if my family member killed their child and went on like they don't know or understand what happened to them, I would, okay, wait, is this a setup question? Yeah, it is a setup question. I want to know what y'all would do. Mickey said, the majority of single mothers are mentally unstable. Now, I know that to be, you know what, I will agree with you on that, but on levels, there's certain levels of it. Because, you know, there's clearly a lot of single mothers who hold it down, but at the same time, it's not like they don't go through, you know, depression or like they don't go through things because they're the only one, you know, doing things. So, yeah, I do agree to that. There's different levels of it. We ain't putting shit on your commissary. Hell nah. You better get them niggas inside to help you out. Mo Cheek said she needs some street justice. Yeah, they better be glad the police got to her before the streets did, because she was out there in the neighborhood acting like she didn't do shit. And I'm pretty sure the people in the neighborhood done seen that little girl around. And I know the people in the neighborhood know something about her, because people, you know, the cameras was on her. So, of course, she tried to act like she was wholesome and, you know what I'm saying, like she was all cool and all that other shit. But I could tell. They probably the type of people that these motherfuckers are. Oh, they done did some ratchet shit in that neighborhood, and people know. I'm just waiting on the stories to go viral of the people who knew her and the type of shit she do. Oh yeah, I seen her beat her kids all the time, all day, for nothing. Anytime the child say something, do something, she hit their child. She hit her child. That's got to be what type you are. If your kid grabbed a contact lens and you immediately punched your child in the stomach, punch, flick, push, it don't matter what that resulted in. Let's just say, matter of fact, this is what has me fucked up. Because this is what makes me think that she did this on purpose. How many of y'all, matter of fact, I'm not going to ask that question. I'm going to say this. If you have a child and you ended up disciplining your child for something, say you flicked them, popped them real quick or something like that, and it resulted in them tripping or falling and busting their fucking head open, what do you do? There's an obvious answer, an obvious solution to this. But what do? You pick that child up, you put them in the motherfucking car, you don't waste no time, you drive to the nearest hospital and you figure that shit out. And you take whatever consequences come with it. You tell the motherfucking truth. Matter of fact, even if you have to fib a little bit, just say, hey, I you know, we were playing around and he tripped and he hit his head on the, let your child, as long as they could save your child and make sure that your child is okay. And if your child is on board, because if your child don't fuck with you, you're going to be like, Ma, stop lying. You hit me and I fell. Like, seriously. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. Once that shit happened, and if she didn't mean to do that to result in her child falling back and hitting her head on something, she should have picked her child up and immediately, fuck your job. Fuck your job. Your job holds no weight over your child. Like, there was an easy solution to this. That child should still be alive today. Weirdo shit. Weirdo shit. I don't know what I don't know what I would do if I knew these people personally. I don't know. It'll probably run through my mind for a little bit before I'm really definite. But there's no way you're part of my family. There's no way that we can connect. There's no way that I'll still be in contact with you. None of that. None of it. I don't care. You are no longer family. You are no longer a person to me. We could call that a mental illness that she got, but nah, she's just a fucked up evil person. And you know, when we do episodes like this, I don't like to spend too much time on that because, you know, I hate you know, going this route and then having to end it on a sour note and stuff like that. So I try to, you know, get to another space in the show, even though this was what the topic was about. But I just really hope, really hope, man, that they get what they deserve, both of them. Equal partners in this. They are both equal partners in this. Both Lanaya, that is her name, Lanaya Cardwell, and whatever this guy's first name is, Gardner. They both have to, it's mandatory, since we mandating things around this motherfucker, it is mandatory that they spend the rest of their lives behind bars. And then let's work in that death penalty. Let's work that in. Let's see how we're going to do that. Hopefully their laws don't have where they don't have the death penalty in their state. Somebody look that up so I know for sure. If the death penalty still applies in Louisiana, well, I hope you get it, and I hope you get it swiftly. Zen said they let anyone have a driver's license, then they let anyone have kids. It's just one of those things. Yep. Mickey Knox said, what does it really say about urban society if the majority of people around her are backing her? I don't know if they are. I don't think they would. I feel like people are going to come out and say some foul things about her, especially at the magnitude of what happened. I don't think there's going to be anybody capable for her ass. Somebody that's capable of doing this, I'm pretty sure she was a shitty person to a lot of people. You can't be that evil and be nice to people. Like I feel like she's already showed her ass in many ways to where people can't wait to say some shit about her ass. Nicholas said, but you don't believe people have the capacity to become better drivers or better parents? No, you do. You do. It's just some people are fucking evil. Some people are fucking evil. Exactly. That's not mental illness. That's bad character. Exactly. What up, Ralph S? What's going on? Ben Slab, what you do if you found out you hit that, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that would suck. That's why you don't get fucked up at bars to the point where you go home with anything and do anything. Like, people be setting themselves up, get super fucked up and go home with some shit that they don't want to be with. Lovelace said, this was a great topic. Thank you. Truth is, we have to have these hard conversations. Somebody out there could be thinking on that level. Hopefully, they listen to us and have a change of thought. Yes. Yes. Protect the children. Don't harm the children. Protect the children. Protect the children. Mochi said, brothers, we need to really think about where we shooting up clubs because some sisters are mentally disturbed. Yeah, and that's really what it is, man. You have to be smart about who you choose your partner with, or who you choose to have a child with. You know what I mean? Some of these motherfuckers are evil. And I mean, her boyfriend ain't no better. This man put a child in a suitcase and drove all the way to Mississippi and buried her. Like, come on, fam. What the fuck was wrong with him? I would have dimed that girl out immediately. Hell, first of all, I already know the relationship is over as soon as I seen you punch your child and have your child hit her head, and then, instead of checking on the child, picked her up and started yelling at her. Now, I wasn't there, but my educated guess is that that child was probably crying profusely after getting her head hit on the corner of a cabinet. And then to get picked up and yelled at while she's sitting there wondering what the fuck she just did to get that treatment. If I would have saw that in front of my eyes and you're my significant other, yo, hey, give me her. Checked her head. Hey, don't you got to go to work? Go ahead. Go ahead and get out of here. I'm about to bring her over to urgent care to see what's wrong, see if she okay. And then after that, I'm out this bitch. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It don't make no sense why that should have happened, man. We gotta be more responsible when it comes to that, bro. Now, for those who don't know or who didn't tune in last night, we had a show on 3Gs last night. It was a really good show. It was about 2 hours, and about an hour and like 45 minutes into it, AP was playing a clip, and YouTube decided to strike the video and then got the video taken down. But shout out to my guy, Yo Man, What Is This? His channel on YouTube. He ended up screen recording the entire episode, and I believe the episode still exists. So I'm gonna talk to AP and Pac and see what they want to do with that, and hopefully see how we can continue to keep that episode up, because that episode was very, very informative, and I think that's something that we need to start paying attention to, because we ask ourselves why certain groups of other races find out stuff or know stuff before we do, and it's just simply because of what they pay attention to. We've been programmed to not really pay attention to certain shit because we either think it's corny or it's for white people, when it's really not. It's for everybody. Once the powers that be decide what they want to do with your life, there's no getting out of that unless you really, really fight back or try to understand what's going on. So we gonna get that figured out and see what's going on, man. And hopefully when that episode gets up, or hopefully if the episode, the whole thing in its entirety, once it's finished processing and rendering and all that good stuff, we'll find a way to put it out there so that people can be able to still have that episode, still be able to watch it. So with that said, for one, I want to say RIP to this sweet angel, Neveah Allen. You did not deserve any of that at all. Period. You had a lot of life left ahead of you. Only 2 years old, and was treated like you were nothing when you were so much more than what your own mother gave you. So, Neveah Allen, you are an angel. We send our love all to you up above. Of course, she is an angel. And your mother deserves to be impaled by a 100-foot-long pipe cleaner. Now, GMS fam, put a GMS in the comments, man. I'm gonna shout everybody out in the comments. Thank y'all for pulling up on me today. I had to get this episode in, man. Thank y'all for talking about this with me. I didn't want to be sad, sitting over here sad by myself all day. So I'm glad we got to talk about this shit. I feel a little better. Feel a little better. Put them GMSs in there, baby. I've been sitting here with this pinchy in my hand because I didn't want to smoke while I was talking about this child. So I just want to let y'all know that I want to send my respect that far. You know, I've just been sitting here with a fucking pinchy in my hand talking this entire time, and I didn't want to deter anything by any smoke, but I'm about to smoke right now. So I need y'all, put the GMS in the chat so I can shout y'all out. Follow me on my socials. If you are feeling generous, hit my Cash App. It is most appreciated, and it helps this show continue to thrive. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get to it. Shout out to Neveah Allen, Love Lace, Kid at Heart, Lanita Pittman, Prophylactic Tactics, Binky Bianca, Kid at Heart. What up, Love Lace? C-Mo, CT, Ben Slim, Zen Master, my G. Oh, yeah. Marcus Speaks in the building. Oh, man, hey. I did have 3 shirts left, but shout out to my guy High Def. He purchased a GMS shirt, so that means 1 large is gone, which means I only have 2 GMS shirts left in stock before they are out of stock until I get more. And once these 2 shirts are gone, I am going to give away my black and white GMS jersey, and I'm gonna sign it as well. All right, and whoever gets this, feel lucky, because these hoe ass motherfuckers at Frat Tire have been slow with orders on my jerseys, and I don't think I'm gonna go through them again. So these will be a one of a kind. So once these other 2 shirts are gone and ordered up, I'm going to give away this GMS jersey. I have another one, but I'm gonna give this one away and I'm gonna sign it. So I want to show y'all love that way, man. What up, Mickey Knox? What up, Ralph S? What up, the Sheriff? The Sheriffess. I appreciate y'all a lot, man. Thank y'all so much. GMS fam, we out.